I'm noticing this voice message I got 100 times. Hello? Hello?
Taste of America.
So what do you think you're gonna do? You're gonna try to stay in Bali? Or do you have to do something to make money? Do you have a remote job or something?
Yeah, I want to stay here. I think it's also kind of dependent on if Shiva stays here because I'm mostly here for like community and just like hanging out with people. But I do really want to make money. Like I don't want to say that I have to, but like I do really want to. But my dad has like a business, so he can kind of support me here.
Is he a millionaire?
I guess he's probably a millionaire, probably.
I can support Shiva too then.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't know about that. I don't know.
tell your dad I love him.
Yeah, he has a few businesses, but he's I don't know. He's a greedy businessman. I mean, you know, he's very generous with me, so
Yeah.
You know, but I think he wants. He's not like saying you need to make money right now, but and he supports me here, but I feel bad, I guess, kind of, you know.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Oh, you
Oh,
really?
I forgot all that was on.
You're young, eh?
I know. I feel like I look older. My hairline is going back, but yeah, I'm 23.
Spiritual food.
And she was 30 now.
But I think when people get more money, especially in business, then they want more money also. They need more money. Like the more money that someone has, the more money they feel like they need. And that can make them very combative or conflict oriented, protective, stingy.
Yeah.
Wealthy people are
100%.
oftentimes very stingy, and you'd think it'd be the opposite.
Right.
The more wealth you have, the less stingy you'd be, but
No, 100%.
and stinginess is a killer. For relationships, right?
Yeah, he has a couple companies, and he's starting a golf cart company now too.
Well, maybe he needs a former Buddhist monk that was a meditation master to give him some lessons. I'd give him a discount. Can you put a word in for me?
Yeah,
Discount here.
I don't know if it was representation. I've tried to convince him, but
What about your family?
I'm not in touch with them too much. Just mainly my nephew. I'm pretty close with my nephew, but other than that, I'm not very much in touch with them.
Your mom and your dad supported you monkhood or no, or they didn't care?
I don't know. My family is a difficult to understand, but they divorced when I was very young, and then they had their problems, both of them, and getting remarried, things like that. And when I was young, you know, I would steal, I'd do drugs, I'd do a lot of negative things that, you know, end up being a big headache for them. So I think that there's a lot of seeing me through that kind of lens, and I don't really see myself in that lens at all. And so it's,
Mm.
I'm close to my grandma also. I keep in touch with my grandma, my grandpa. But, you know, I consider I'm doing all this live stream, I'm doing all this sharing, so not like I'm not accessible. So if they want to be closer or want to reach out, they can, but
Are they well-to-do people?
um, my mom was a single mother and property manager, so like apartment communities
Mm-hmm.
in Baltimore, all over Maryland, Washington, D.C. And then my dad was a truck driver, long haul truck driver. So they were able to manage for themselves most of the time as far as I saw, but there was never any like any moniker of wealth on the table for
Mm. When was the last time you went to the United States?
gotta be 2 years.
Oh.
So
You still have an American passport, right?
yeah.
Do you think you're gonna wanna be in Thailand for a while?
Vietnam,
Or
Thailand.
Vietnam.
Yeah, I've been to Thailand too. Yeah. And see if I can't get a longer term visa and just settle there and just be there for a while. Because it's like, actually it's easier for me to live alone and do the teaching than to work with other people, like to live with other people. And it's, if I wanted to do that in America, like I wouldn't be able to because of how expensive it is. Even if you could get an apartment with no job history, with no job or whatever, it's gonna be $1,000 a month, and it's probably gonna be in a shitty environment with suffering people around. And
Yeah.
so I think there's probably a lot of people moving from America, moving from especially America to Vietnam to Thailand and just trying to live over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for what you could pay for and it's living situation wise in US compared to what you can for the same amount of money you could buy here is like you could buy a mansion here for like the same amount of
Yeah. And I think a lot of people do that. They buy a mansion. But I don't really have that kind of energy to like buy a mansion or to have like wealth in that kind of way. Just a small environment, a small place to where I can do teaching or I can host sessions, things like that is more than enough. I don't like the idea of like a mansion, a big house, fancy cars and stuff like that. It's just too much to deal with.
yeah, I don't know for myself because I haven't really made enough money to know how I would feel. Like I've not been so financially independent really. So I don't know whether I'll make the amount of money and I'll be like, oh wow, I feel safe and secure with a nice little place. Or whether I'll be like, oh I want like a mansion or like I want more money or
Well, I wouldn't say I'm financially independent. I'd say I'm financially interdependent
mm,
with my students or with my community. Sometimes people who just come by. I was in the graveyard in Malaysia screaming and yelling, and some Vietnamese guy came in and donated $500 on the YouTube
wow.
live chat. Yeah.
Wow,
Nice.
that's awesome.
And that goes a long way over here.
You say Vietnam or Thailand is cheaper?
It just depends on where you go, but I think for like a Western a Western environment, I think Vietnam will be cheaper. Because you can get like an apartment, and Vietnam has quite like a modern standards. You can get an apartment over there for sure, for like 6 million, and that's gonna be like, you know, $200 or $300 a month. You know, a nice apartment and washing machine and.
It's cheaper than here, right?
Yeah, I think. Well, this is like Ubud, right? So this is like maybe like a. I was thinking about on the way here how maybe some Western people or foreign people found out about this place, and then they started to come and stay and buy property, and it was cheap, like really cheap and really enjoyable, and then slowly it just gets raised up, and now you've got like those girls you met on the street the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Who you asked them for the wisdom, the words of wisdom, and they said, "Come to Bali, come to
Get fucked
Ubud
up."
and get fucked up." That was their words of wisdom.
Genius. Wow.
Yeah,
Profound.
that's their society.
Can you turn comments on?
They're on. I just don't think anybody's saying anything.
Okay.
I just don't.
Ladies.
Oh, some people. Graveyard streams, yeah. Because that algorithm for the vertical live streams is, you only have that in TikTok. So ideally, if you could, you'd want to be vertical live streaming on TikTok and YouTube at the same time while you're walking around and doing that. But of course, to do that, 2 phones is kind of weird. But so I would have, there's this guy who wears a toilet seat on his head. I don't know if you've ever seen that guy.
I like them already.
And he'll go live. He's like a comedian and a whatever. He's just some fucking stupid guy who does his work, his art, you know,
Yeah, I can remember.
and acts really stupid. And I looked some of his videos. He'll be live for an hour and have 300,000 views, just through how high he got bumped up on the algorithm. So when you're doing that vertical live stream, it seems to have a lot to do with comments. So the more that you can get people to comment, which is usually by being completely crazy or something that they don't understand. And then the people, then more and more comments, you know, and then you can get to where you just go live and you have 50 or 60, 80, 90 people as an average. Just tons of people coming in and going out.
I think it's time for the bucket guru to come out.
I mean, I wouldn't mind pulling out the bucket, but not in public.
But very, very difficult to sustain that kind of energy of triggering people and getting people to question and leave a comment, especially when you're trying to de-trigger people. You know, you're trying to bring people back down to center, but for the algorithm, that's the worst thing that you can do. The moment that, like if we all sit together and start meditating together, 50% of people will leave just like that immediately.
Yep.
You know?
That's so true.
That's the problem that I face also, is that like I'm trying to become more and more spiritually developed, and as I do that I become more calm, more chill, and it's just not interesting for people.
Not at all.
It's not
Yeah.
so it's kind of that dichotomy or that problem that I
Well,
have.
people are here to disassociate, right? They're looking on YouTube to disassociate. So the moment that you change your tone or your way of speaking in a way that says stop disassociating, they're out of there. They're running to the hills as fast as they can.
This is why I gotta do something like spiritual kaizenat, or something that gets the user's attention, but underneath it all, I slip spirituality into their mouths. And yeah, because just being spiritual is not popular enough.
You can do Wim Hof stuff too, like a DMT release breathing. This is Kira, one of my students. But that's also one of the things that seems to come up, because when I was a monk, I wouldn't call people students. I wouldn't refer to them as students because I wasn't comfortable with that. But in the Western culture, there's not really any such thing as having a spiritual teacher. So anybody who's my quote unquote student, it's just something they take on themselves. They're just as much my friend or my spiritual friend or my supporter or follower or whatever. And it changes. We're not Sadhguru, so it's not like somebody, even if they're following us, they want to be our student, they want to be our follower, they don't know how to do that. They're going to be phase shifting from being our equal to being superior to us, to being inferior to us, to being our teacher, to being, their own student of their own teacher on Pluto. So it moves around a lot. All right, I want to show you guys this technique. This is DMT breath release technique. Very powerful. So you get a wide stance. Am I in angle? Am I in camera
Yeah, you're
angle?
good.
All right, get a wide stance. You breathe all your out. Breathe in. Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. Oh. Oh, it's spooky. It's scary. It's scary. You didn't even go all the way.
I want to try that.
Yeah, it's really.
So breathe in through the nose.
Yeah, it doesn't. I would say just use the mouth. So breathe everything out, and then you take a deep breath in, and then you hang all the way back.
Oh, fuck. And you pass out and die.
Yeah, don't pass out.
Yeah, I'll try.
Don't try that at home. I am a trained former Buddhist monk. Spiritual is just an idea. You got to dream too. All right. Done. Don't give up. Don't give up. Go, go, go. All the way back. Whoa. Whoa. Be careful. Don't let him fall. Did you feel it?
That is definitely DMT.
There you go.
Confirmed here and now, everybody. That's definitely DMT. Because your brain maybe thinks it's dying a little bit, so it's just giving you a little tap. Shiva Shambho, everybody. Shiva Kailash Shambho. Well, Shiva's been a friend for a while now. But we met through knowing each other's channels or from being on his Discord together, having some talks and sessions and things like that. Are you feeling anything? I'm not sure you're doing it the right way. You got it? Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Okay, all right, here, let's do it together. I'm gonna show you, all
I
right?
think I did it right, but I don't think I followed you.
No, they did do it right. Okay. So you first.
You breathe out and then you breathe in.
No, why? No, that's Thich Nhat Hanh. Okay, so this is the earth mover. So you get a wide stance, right? Horse stance. Take a deep breath in. Breathe everything out. Hang over, right? Breathe everything in. All the way back. Hang all the way back. Yeah, boy.
Keep the breath in. Oh yeah, he's doing it.
It's real. It's a really remarkable kind of.
I don't know, maybe I've done so much
Because-
spiritual practice,
no, no.
I'm immune.
Because
Am
you're
I
holding, you gotta give it out.
Maybe I'm just not
I'm
flexible.
gonna do it again with you.
Maybe I'm
Here we
just
go.
not
Okay.
flexible.
No, flexible. You
Oh,
just
I'm
hang
tired
back.
now, I already did it twice.
No. Your hips are gonna keep you up, and you're gonna hang back. And then you're gonna hold yourself up with your back muscles, not with your arms. Because if you're holding yourself up with your arms, the pressure is not getting to your head. All right, one more time. Try it. Wide stance, horse stance. All right. Deep breath out. Deep breath in all the way. And go all the way back. Hold the pressure. Yeah, all the way
Open your
back.
arms up.
All
Open
the
your
way
palms.
back.
Yeah.
All the way back. Oh.
I'm immune, I swear. I've done too much meditation.
Just too much game.
I can't be knocked out. I'm too spiritually enlightened.
Yeah.
Might need to take bigger breaths, deeper breaths. I
Yeah,
don't
maybe
know.
my lungs are messed up.
But how we used to do something like that in high school where we would hyperventilate and then we'd blow on our thumb.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of similar to that.
My friends used to choke me out. That'll knock me out. Oh, my voice.
Yeah.
What the heck? Ah,
Be ready.
whoa. I think that just turned me in, that just gave me a second puberty. Did something. Oh.
Maybe you just didn't notice it.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
That was very nice. Definitely.
Have you done ayahuasca
I've done,
or any DMT?
I've done LSD and mushrooms.
When I did that the first time, I leaned back,
Yeah.
in my mind I saw the beings that are depicted in the psychedelic art. Interconnected and they're all over the place. Like mushroom art type style. And yeah, this is universal, I think. This is in everybody's minds. Or brains, or this is the connection in the universe. That was a nice release. It'd be nice to have a lot more of that. And I did that a second time, and it was nothing.
I think we would be good co-leading shamans on an ayahuasca ceremony or something like that.
Yeah. If you want to go deep into reality, you have to have safety.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future, maybe something like that.
You guys could do some good retreats, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be staying in Bali, honestly. Vietnam sounds
I
interesting.
told this dude, this dude said that he's definitely staying in Bali, and then the next day he said he's definitely leaving Bali. And I was like, yeah, whatever, bro. You're gonna change your mind like tomorrow. And now again, he's changed his mind like twice again.
I don't know. I don't know anything, so I'm just going with the flow, seeing the balance. Before, like a month ago or two, I was looking at Chiang Mai, I think, right, in Vietnam.
No, that's in Thailand, Chiang Mai.
Oh no, what is it in Vietnam? It's like,
Ho Chi Minh?
yeah, something like that. It's the coastal town, or coastal city.
Thailand's more.
I definitely don't want to go to Thailand.
more people messing around and
Yeah.
tripping and drinking and stuff, but Vietnam is more local.
Do they burn garbage, plastic garbage?
I don't notice that too much. It depends on where you go, but there's like mountainous town where I never experienced that before.
Vietnam is in the northern hemisphere, right?
I don't know. Are we in the northern? This is the southern hemisphere.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what the hell we're gonna do, but we're gonna do something. Oh yeah, it's like close by in India, close to here. No, it's not close to here at all. Yeah, interesting.
Jay went back to Thailand for a while. I think he's in Thailand.
No, he's back.
What?
He's back in Bali now. Yeah. That's what it's all about.
I wonder if I'll follow this girl. I met this girl who I'm like really like. This Italian girl. I mentioned her a second ago. Yeah, really like this girl. Very pretty. I love how she speaks the cutest like little Italian voice ever. I didn't know I could be so attracted to an Italian accent, but
Did you take my lighter? Be careful, you have like stuff there.
yeah.
You can use this. Somebody took my lighter. That's not my lighter.
What's your lighter look like?
Just lighter the lights.
It's not this one. This is the one
I guess I'll use that.
I was using it for this.
Oh my god. This is a flamethrower, not a lighter. Yeah, spirituality. Vietnam. I want to have some permanence and stability in my life.
Right, yeah.
Not uncertainty and not knowing where I'm going. That's how that felt. I know that could be. Welcome everybody that's watching this live stream. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing spiritual stuff. What's your take on eating meat?
I think nobody should eat meat. Everybody should be vegan.
Nice.
Yeah.
I met this Christian girl. We
You got this all in this like
yeah, so we got our Christian girl. I met her on live stream and I invited her. She was sitting here and she was the most convinced person I've ever met. No matter what it was said, no matter what illogical fallacies were said to her, she didn't even have any lack of confidence at all. And she was continuing talking about Jesus. But while I was saying, oh yeah, because she eats meat and she eats animals and she thinks that eating meat is okay and wholesome and
Were you trying to deconvert her
yeah. But then
from Christianity or from meat eating? Or
Both.
both?
Both.
Yeah.
it
That's
doesn't
tough.
Not to be, she can be a Christian, but she was saying things like, if you're born in the Amazon and you don't know about Jesus, you're going to hell. Because you know. Jesus. Is the camera on me?
Yeah. Is this your lighter?
No. That's my lighter, I think.
Camera is on you.
Is that my lighter that you're holding?
No.
Okay. I don't know where my lighter is. Can I do this? Yes, welcome. Seems very impersonal and close-minded. Yes. Christian people. And she was very positive to me, actually, also because she introduced the energy of Jesus more into my life, and Jesus is a real being and does exist and does help people. But she was saying it like it was the ultimate thing in the universe. And anybody that doesn't believe in it, you're going to hell. And that's absurd. There are beings that came before Jesus, many thousands of years before Jesus, like the Buddha, for example, 600 years before Jesus. And he was very wise. He taught a lot of people and broke a lot of suffering on the planet. But what, just because you believe in Buddha, that means you're going to hell? No. At least I hope not. I don't know. If that's the truth, then it's over. So I told her that, you know what? I'm gonna go to hell. I wanna go to hell. I don't wanna have Jesus, I'm going to hell. I was seeking an emotional response, but there was nothing. So kudos to her. Here I am burning spiritual sage, or sage that's spiritual. Sage is known as spiritual tear gas. Whatever is not wanted, it just burns away or runs away. So sage is very wonderful, very powerful. You would be wise to have sage in your room, in your house. Anything that happens, any event that happens, it lingers energy. And you want to clear that energy, so use sage. Energy go away. So once this is burnt away, once the energy is cleared, only kind of softness remains. And that's very nice. If you're watching this live stream, like this video, because we're all seeking happiness, and we all want beneficial things to happen to our lives, and as well as all of our lives in general on planet Earth. So like this video, support the message, and increase positivity on the planet.
You can ask Shiva some questions. Shiva is the devotee of Sadhguru. Very close devotee of Sadhguru.
Stop thinking, somebody says. Maybe they're saying to me, stop thinking.
I like saying it to him. He looks like he's thinking. Are you thinking?
I'm repeating my mantra.
Oh, really? What's your mantra? I'm not crazy, I'm not crazy, I'm not crazy.
No, my mantra, you have to get initiation for this mantra, so it's secret.
Oh, secret.
But there's also universal mantras, like Baba Nam Kevalam.
Which one is that?
It's a mantra given by this guy, Sri Trianandariti. Basically, like, there's different translations, but it's not really to one figure. It's like infinite consciousness is all there is, infinite love is all there is kind of idea.
What about the kind of Christianity that don't think disbelievers will go to hell eternally? Yeah, those are good too. But there are wiser spiritual masters than Jesus. Let's just be honest about that. Alright, that sounds blasphemous. That sounds like I'm going to hell instantly. I'm scared to say that a little bit even. But it's the truth. Like for example, Shiva, the Adi Yogi, the first yogi. He's a very powerful being. And in fact, some might say, he's the source of all yoga or all mystical knowledge. And in fact, the source of all religions, including the Buddha himself. Some say that, or Sadhguru says that. Is that true? I don't know. But I've been to Kailash. Kailash is a sacred space mountain in the Himalayas. Fantastic place. And the source of all mystical knowledge is said to be in that mountain. Which I don't dispute that after seeing that. Or at least it's a huge energy powerhouse. An energy powerhouse, yes. Somebody said to me, stop thinking.
Force him to stop thinking. Don't just tell him to do it, force him to do it.
Thinking is good. It's beneficial, it's useful. And not thinking is also good when you're in deep meditation. But we don't want to turn off our brains or think our minds are bad because you're thinking. It's actually only the friction that's bad. Your mind is in friction. It hurts. When you think, it hurts. Oh God, please stop. But when you have lubrication, then you have 1,000 thoughts. No problem. That's what I want to get to.
That's right, that's a higher teaching about that.
Somebody asks, BJJ will stop the thinking. Yeah, I tried Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and one day a man mounted me 69 to me, and I smelled things that I shouldn't smell, and that gave me PTSD. So I think I'm gonna not do that for a while. We've got 17 people watching. I'm here on Rob's live stream.
Dr. Rob.
Dr. Rob, excuse me. And if you like spirituality, and if you like mystical things, like this video. And comment down below what you think. Dr. Rob is sitting right here. We're gonna get his expertise on why I'm ill, why I have an ill mind.
I got your illness right here. I'm gonna cut it out. I'm gonna cut out any illness. I'm gonna bleed out any illness. I'm gonna end any suffering.
Have you ever had any kind of community strikes or guideline misuse on YouTube?
Surprisingly not.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, surprisingly not. I haven't had any issues with
That's
it.
good.
But usually I don't bring it up because it can encourage somebody to, oh, how
Oh,
can
yeah.
I get this guy some strikes?
Yeah, that's good.
TikTok is actually a lot more strict than YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you're just sitting still and meditating on TikTok Live, they'll warn you. And they'll restrict people from giving gifts if you're just sitting there meditating.
This is why I can't stand TikTok. I don't think I'll ever have a TikTok account. It's too soft. Yeah. Well, it's been a pleasure. It's been real. Dr. Rob, I met him for the first time today. The hype is legit. The hype is real. He's definitely a psychedelic, mystical guy.
A true guru, a true Nava guru.
Yeah, donate him millions of dollars. Advaita Vedanta. You know about that, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
I have no idea what those words mean.
What is the comment saying?
Thoughts on Advaita Vedanta? It's just
Neti neti,
Hmm.
right? What does that mean?
I think it means not this, not this, not that, not this, not that, something like that. It means all of these things of the world, it's not this, it's not that. It's like, this is just something small. This is not the point. It's just some little blimp in existence. It's worthless compared to the infinite's abode, which is where we truly, what we truly desire, if we really are come to that realization. In the end, we will all come to that realization. It's all what we really want, but we just have not realized it yet.
Mm-hmm. Actually, secretly, we all want the experience of the last thing that happens to us on the planet. We all know what that is, death. That's what we're all striving for in some sense. Obviously, we don't want that prematurely. But spiritually, that's what we're seeking. We're seeking to have that while we're alive. And it's scary to face that truth, but we all must do it because it is inevitable. Probably, it's inevitable that we're all going to face death at some point. And we must face it now to be secure in the future, when it actually happens physically. So to die before you die is the key.
You said not this, probably not this infinite abode either, but it's definitely this infinite abode. Because when you realize something infinite, what can you possibly want beyond that? It's kind of what Plato or Socrates has described, that when you realize virtue, when you realize that final thing, how can you possibly want something beyond that which is complete? So it's that's definitely, you know, when you have some psychedelic experience, you have some mystical experience, then you realize, oh wow, there is some place that if I imagine you being there, not just for those 8 hours, not just for those 4 hours, but forever, and even something even more profound than that, that is enlightenment.
Yeah, and we'll all see the Buddha in Nibbana. Hopefully he has some gifts for us. Some mangoes or some chips, maybe some chocolate. That's what we're missing. That would be good.
What kind of shops and places are around here? You know, tomorrow, is there cafes? You guys usually get coffee or?
No, but we'll take you to the best 2 restaurants in Bali.
Vegan.
Vegan, both vegan, yeah, all vegan. Hopefully some tea. Yeah, we'll treat you to some nice, delicious food. On us. Donation is.
This is a great time, everybody. I've been assaulted, I've been mistreated, I've been abused by the Australian border guard. I've been traumatized by the white men and Maorian women and people, seen and unseen, of the Australian Border Agency. And now is a wonderful time to donate and to support Dr. Rob and to encourage him to do his best on this path and get over this trauma. While I did not enjoy the border experiences in Australia, the Australian Dharma trip was very fruitful, and a big shout out to everybody who's a part of that. True blessing indeed. Really a true blessing and a great learning experience for me.
Let's do it. So here we are. Here's Dr. Rob. We're in our place here in Bali, Ubud. And yeah, take it away, Dr. Rob.
Oh, it was really unpleasant. It was really horrible, and because I used to have nightmares all the time about being trapped and being, oppressed by some kind of spirit, some kind of being in my own mind, trapped in my own mind, and so this illegal search and seizure and capturing an invasion of privacy by the Australian Border Guard is, something to be mindful of and not to be attached to. So, can leave it at that. Let me see here. What you said here. Puff the Magic Dragon. They just stopped me and searched me and took my phone and scanned it, and they just gave me a hard time. And then when I was leaving, they said, there's something wrong with your passport. So I just had to sit there and wait for like 15 minutes thinking, am I going to get searched again? What's going on, Nice. Yeah, that's nice, Michael. Good way to say it.
I mean, I'll take it. No lie.
Yeah, the moment I got through the border of Australia,
Actually, it might be mine.
it was
Yeah,
like
it's you, maybe you took mine.
1,000-ton weight lifted off
Is
my
that
chest
mine?
and my
You
heart.
don't need it, I'll take it. Because I need one.
I think it's mine.
If you don't need it, though, I'll take it. I'll
Let me give it to you.
Well, it was a very humbling experience because, of course, I consider myself to be a very enlightened character, right? I mean, I wouldn't be teaching or sharing or putting myself out there if I didn't think that in one way or another. But that experience, really pushed me into a lot of worry and a lot of restlessness and a lot of anxiety, and seeing that there's these things that happen, there's these situations that happen that bring up this anxiety and this fear and this worry, and there's really nothing to do but to endure, So if I was a Buddha, I would think that that kind of thing wouldn't happen. Oh, but I feel good now and hopeful, and here in Bali, in Indonesia for the first time, and visiting my dear friend Shiva Kailash and some of the little spiritual community out here, spiritual entrepreneurship community. So I'm hoping to learn a few tips and tricks as well